Micron shares up sharply, more than 10% now after reporting results moments ago. CEO Sanjay Mehrotra saying the company is entering the next fiscal year with the best competitive positioning in Micron's history, while forecasting record revenue for the first quarter. Joining us now is CFRA research senior analyst Angelo Zino, has a buy rating on the stock. Angelo, when I looked at the guidance here, I was like, wow, particularly on EPS, $1.74 plus or minus 8 cents, I think, goes well above consensus expectations. What do you think is happening here?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's all about the guidance here, specifically on the gross margin side of things. I think the guidance was about 39.5 on a non-GAAP side of things. We were looking for actually about 2 percentage points below that. So that kind of is why you have the upside to the EPS number, about 20 cents above where we were expecting. So it looks like, at least from, I think it has more to do with the mix side of things. It looks like they kind of posted some really good solid state numbers on the NAND side of things. Clearly on the DRAM side of things, that high bandwidth memory theme is something that's really going to play out here over the next couple of quarters, especially as we get into the second half of next year. So it looks like, it's more along the lines of kind of them shifting towards these higher value offerings out there on the data center server side of things, and that's really contributing to the improved kind of pricing landscape, as well as kind of the margin outlook and earnings trajectory.
So is this pop here in overtime a reset to reality based on how good these numbers are in the mix, or more short covering?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the question right now is, what is that kind of long-term view in terms of, where the margins can kind of go to, where the earnings can kind of go to as we kind of go not only into the second half of next year, but into 2026. So our view is, clearly when you kind of look at the guide here, at least on the revenue side of things, $8.7 billion, I think that already kind of passes the high watermark that they've achieved in the past, kind of in mid-late 2022. So you kind of look at, where the revenue trajectory here is with kind of still minimal high bandwidth memory kind of numbers this quarter. We think there's significant upside left here, both kind of on the margin side of things and that earnings trajectory relative to where consensus expectations are.
Yeah, and you're really bullish on this name. I mean, your price target is $140 a share. We just moved back above 100 here in overtime with the move that we're seeing in after hours trading. But what actually propels us to that? Is it this AI demand surge? Is it the recovery in the other parts of the business that have been more beleaguered?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Morgan, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that similar to in many respects where the street was underestimating the potential for NVIDIA, and I'm not necessarily calling this an NVIDIA story, but this is clearly a content growth story that we're seeing within kind of the memory side of things. When you kind of look at high bandwidth memory, by far the most complicated product that has ever been created on the memory side of things. And you're kind of looking at the need for a lot more supply to create this high bandwidth memory, 3x the amount relative to their traditional DDR5 memory. So when you kind of look going into the first half of 2025, we do think the supply continues to tighten up. We think pricing continues to increase. You get that improved pricing mix as well. That'll support profitability. But we think the street continues to underestimate really the potential here on the shift towards these kind of higher value offerings. And whether or not the street kind of adds more value to this story, whether or not they're willing to kind of offer a higher multiple out there, I think remains to be seen. But when you kind of look at 2026 expectations right now, this is a name that's trading less than 10 times on a 2026 basis. Probably because the street right now thinks that it's probably a peak year in 26, but that still remains to be seen.